What up, sports fans? It's your boy HipHoppa, back with another special edition of Hoppa's Hip Tips. And yeah, so if you watched the last video, we got to, and I'm sorry about the quality. Hopefully this one will be better. but yeah, so we solidified our lineup in prismatic mode, and now it's just kind of like now is kind of the mid phase of. I guess it's early mid phase. There's early mid phase and late mid phase in prismatic mode. Basically, now we just kind of grind and look for cool paths. Is the deal. So let's jump into the rift here. Oh my goodness, I am number 2 now. So take everything I say with a grain of salt, okay? Because I am no longer number 1. I'm number 2. So I might not know what I'm talking about anymore, but just in case, we'll see. We'll see. Let's go for it. So, all right, we are on fight 863. I've gotten a few shards here, in prismatic mode, so we're doing a little better there, and I'm at 20,000, 20,000 max life. And we have exactly 1337 cards left. I noticed that in the last video. And that's elite, baby. If you guys don't know what elite is, then, you're not as old as I am. But this is super elite, bro. It's awesome. Let's do this. So, what do we got? We want to be minus. Okay, we're going to put all our guys. Whoops. Put all our big guys on the minuses here. This is something I like to do too, is I just like to have all my big guys on sort of the same, just so I can level them up evenly, is what I do. All right, so we don't really need any more guys for a while, so that's cool. Let's see, I guess we can give stars to, oh, okay, so now that we have Kate on our team, you see that +8 dimensional shards? Like, we're going to have +8 dimensional shards pretty much every time she's active, which is awesome. And it does add up, trust me. So, do we want 8 dimensional? Let's grab, no, we're going to star up Rush just so that there will be plenty of +8 dimensional shards to get, right? Okay, good. Skip these guys. And, yeah, there we go, +8 dimensional shards. And we can start taking shards now. This is something, so in early mid-game prismatic mode, okay, I'll start to kind of take a lot of shards here because I'm like, I don't want to take like hundreds, you know what I mean? 100 powers are lame, but here's a 200, so that's decent. We'll take that. And cards, what, like drawing cards here. I mean, basically, I'm just looking for, if I get a psycho that's tougher than one of my current psychos, I may upgrade it, if he has more power. Or I'm also looking for, Spike CR, Norman, and Zantiac Rob CR, because those guys are going to give me my path while maintaining my psychos bonus. So that's basically what we're looking at there. But other than that, we really don't need any of those. Ooh, there's a 300. Sweet. Who is our least? Still, well, it's Wooly. It's between Wooly and Kate. So we'll give it to Wooly. And it's just a stupid little mini rare path that we found here. But basically, basically, again, we don't need any of those. Basically, here, I'm just taking like the best perks I can get at the moment, okay? So I could take either the +8 or the 200. Yeah, let's take the +8, If we get 300s, I'll take those. But other than that, I'm kind of looking for, I'll probably just take 800s for a while until I start getting 300 powers. Once I start getting 300 powers consistently, that's when I switch to taking. I will alternate between +8 shards one turn, and then plus 300 power the next turn. And I can afford to do that here because really, the opponent isn't really gonna catch up to you. Sometimes I'll even take plus 600 max health because why not? But the opponent isn't going to catch up to your cards very easily here now. Now that I'm like at 150% or so, I just need to take the occasional power to keep my guys up. Here, we're going to take the +8 shards, obviously. And that's just kind of how it goes, okay, for this early stage. Like I said, at some point, we'll start consistently getting 300 powers, and then we won't take as many dimensional shards. We'll take dimensional shards one turn, 300 powers the next turn. Just kind of keep going that way. So that's kind of the dealio. And so for now, let's see, is Melinda better than any of my guys right now? 4428. I mean, she's a little better than Nadia, but I don't know, should we? Yeah, okay, we can do that. We'll make that switch. And, oh, there's a 300. I like 300s. 300s and 400s, we'll take those every time. That's you, Kate. And now we're in Borgia's Palace, and then we'll probably head up to that rare path. So we're jumping into the observatory here, and we also have Leroy's restaurant coming up. So sweet. Okay, so we're jumping into Leroy's restaurant here. Fight 923. We have 330 shards now. So, I'm picking up a few shards here and there. I am needing to still take 200s. I kind of got ahead of myself there. So I am still kind of needing to grab 200s every now and then to stay above water. Most people would just keep pushing power a ton right now, but my philosophy is I just like to keep my guys above water. I don't like to get them too far out there. I will at some point once I start getting 300s consistently, but for now, I just like to kind of keep them above water and just keep taking shards occasionally so I can start making some money. That's how I like to play it anyway. And we do have 23,000 max lives. Oh, and my guys are in the 7,000 range here, 7,200 or so. Oh, here's a target of opportunity. We got coal, and so we're going to replace our weakest psycho with coal. Just keep improving every now and then, right? And here's another one, Rex Swag. So he's going to take Russia's spot. We'll get +4 stars to a card. Sweet. see, but he did better here or there. That's better. Okay, so we just got healed to full in the wilderness here. And now we're going to go to the observatory of Leroy's restaurant. And then we have a friggin' golden path coming up. So that's kind of cool. We'll see what that brings. We'll grab Sir Storming here for Melinda. Very nice. Okay, so now we'll jump into this golden path here. And we are at fight 961, 442 shards. We are at 23,000 max life, and my guys are at 8,600 power, approximately. 200 and, almost 300%. So everything's going well, baby. Here's Radin. So let's throw Radin in for Cole. And give him some stars. Boom. And Jet replaces Rex Swag. Zariah replaces Sir Storming. Kolos X replaces Radin. Very nice. And we just finished the observatory here on our golden path. We'll see what we get. Nice 300 power here. You can see my guys are all nearly to 10,000 power there. Okay, so we got a prismatic. That's decent. A prismatic uncommon, and we got all that stuff. Okay, so golden path was pretty decent, not bad. Majestic replaces Zarya. And yeah, I don't know. Rhino replaces Jet. And now that my guys are, above 10,000 power, I am skipping a lot of 200s now. And just taking 300s when they come along. But we're not quite to the stage where I'm consistently getting 300s. So, yeah. And Xerpes takes the place of Kolos X. We got Xerpes. Oh no! Scarlac replaces Majestic. Alright, we just found ourselves a Sapphire Path. Exolande. Let's grab it. And let's fight 1070. 834 shards. 21,840 max lives. And my boys and my girls are at 12,000 power. Exolande. The cure for Xerpes is crack. Okay, so let's see. What do we got? 300. Oh, I thought that was our last observatory. Nope, we got one more. All right. I think I'm past the point now where you upgrading any of my psychos will actually have any effect. But we're gonna try it here with Taylor. And this is an observatory too, so it's not really gonna do anything yet, but maybe we'll see in the next We'll see in the next level if that worked at all. Okay, so let's see what our prizes are here. Oh, we got a nice 400 there. Sweet. I'll take that. So this is prizes for a sapphire path. Pretty crap. Apparently, so I think there's a chance of getting like a prismatic or something, but apparently we didn't get it to trigger. So that's the deal there. Yeah, what else? All right. So let's see if this Taylor thing paid off. If the Taylor move paid off. Okay, I mean he gives me 54%. I mean, it's something, I guess. By the way, World War 100 informs me. World War 100 on Discord informed me that that the prismatic draws here actually come from your basic, your normal collection, and I mean it's obviously like a shrunk down pool of your normal collection, basically, which is kind of BS, but it does explain a lot of things. Like it explains why I wasn't finding certain cards that I was pretty sure I had, you know? So that makes sense. And I guess they want to be noob friendly. So like, obviously, if you're a noob, you're not going to have a ton of, they don't want to penalize people for not having like a huge prismatic collection or whatever. So I guess that makes sense. But that's the 411 on DAT. All right. And also keep an eye on your life total, just from time to time, right? I'm dipping down pretty low here at 12,000 now, but, I try to stay above 10,000 generally. Sometimes I've gotten down to like 5,000 or 2,000. It's like, oh crap. But yeah, just keep an eye on your life total and grab a friggin' 750 max health every now and then. You know what I mean? Keep that health up. And this is always a momentous occasion for me. It's when I manage to pass my fight total with my shards total. So that's pretty cool. So I now have 1138 shards to 1132 fights. And hopefully we never dip below again. So, yayer. So yeah, I am taking a lot of shards right now. I'm basically grabbing those over the 200, the 200 powers, because it's like, and my guys aren't suffering for it. Like, they're doing fine. My guys are doing just fine. So at this point, like I said, above 10,000. Do we want to grab Mortensen just for fun? Yeah, sure, why not? At this point, yeah, once you're above 10,000, it's power, your guys. Then I just start saying no to the 200s and grabbing tons of shards instead. And I grab the 300s and I grab the 400s, and that's it. And so far it's working out just fine. Thank you very much. So here we'll definitely take the 300 and give it to my girl Palamu. No, we'll give it to Simeon. Oh, here we go. Here's we got a rare path up top there. So we'll probably go that way. And we're going to grab a fiddler here for Akrak. Mortensen's giving me a 92% over there. So, maybe this is a good idea. I don't know. Okay, fiddler's only giving me 29. Can we do anything better? Oh, there's 56. That's a little better. This is why I'm number 2. See, I'm making number 2 moves now, because I'm not number 1 anymore. It's very sad, and you have to witness it. So here's that rare path we found. It's just a little dinky 2-stager. Nothing too exciting here, folks. Nothing to see here. Alrighty, we got a Becky here. We're gonna throw Becky in for who? Fiddler. And again, we're just not getting, we are starting, we're almost consistently getting 300s, but not quite yet, I don't think. But check-in wise, we are fight 1207, 1472 shards, and 24,690 on our max health. And our boys are up to 16,000, 16.5 power. So, and I'll probably end this video when I don't have any cards left. We're at we have 347 card draws left. So, yeah, I'll probably end the video at that point. But that's where I'm at now. Again, I'm getting some 300s, but not consistently. So we'll see how it goes here. I'm going to grab this Graven for all the good it's going to do me here, which is not much. Yeah, check out this BS though, bro. Oh my gosh. So we have no factions here at all. So I've got to get through 10,000 shields and 3,000 life of the opponent with no factions. So gotta love that. Okay, we got the Hellfire Club coming up here. And I am now at the point with 221 draws left and fight 1249. I'm at the point now where it's pointless to draw any more psychos, unless of course I get like mission or path. You know, my path guys, Norman, Spike, and Xantiox Rob. But even those, you know, it's unlikely I'm going to get all three of those in the next 221 draws. But yeah, it's pretty much pointless to to pick any more psychos at this point. They're just too far underwater. So we'll see what happens here. Okay, jumping into the Hellfire Club, baby. See how we do here. Still not quite getting those consistent 300s, but we should be close. Yeah, see, no 300 there. Okay. Okay, there's a 300. So once I start getting consistent 300s, I alternate. Just taking a 300, then taking shards, then taking 300, then taking shards. It looks like so far that's working out here. Prior to this, of course, I was just taking shards whenever I was basically taking shards unless there was a 3 or a 400. Right, and you see here now we got a 200 again, so we're not quite getting the consistent 300s yet. But we should be close. We only have 89 cards left to draw. There's a 300. Nice. So it's pretty consistent, but not quite where I want it to be yet. See, there's another 200, so yeah. All right. Well, we are out of cards, so that's a good place to wrap this one up, I think. I am not quite to where I'm getting consistent 300s, but you know, we'll get there in the next video. So just to recap, basically, up until we got over 10,000 power, I was just kind of having to scrape scrape every bit of power I could, 200s, whatever, until I got above 10,000. And at that point, I kind of was able to coast and just skip the 200s and take either 300 or 400 powers. And other than that, I was just taking a lot of rewards, a lot of shards, and the occasional, plus 750 max life when that came up, just to keep my life at acceptable levels. And now looking forward, hopefully we're going to get to that point where we are getting like 300 power every time consistently. And at that point, I just alternate. I take 300 power, and then I take shards, and then I take 300 power, and then I take shards. Or a 400 power. Anytime you get a 400 power, take it. It doesn't, like that trumps everything. Okay, that's like the best perk you can get. But yeah, I'll alternate 300 powers and shards basically, and that's pretty much the rest of the game. You alternate until you hit the end game, and the end game is about, that's when you have to start going, all power, basically, unless you don't get a power, and then you can take a perk, and that you hit that around, I'd say 14,000, or once you're at 14,000 or 15,000 shards, is when that kind of hits. But anyway, that's just looking forward. We'll get to that in the next video. But yeah, I hope this was helpful. This has been another special edition of Hoppa's Hip Tips, baby. And I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching. We are at fight 1323. We have nearly 2,000 shards, so that's awesome. We have nearly 30,000 max lives, and our guys are at 20,000 power, so sweet. Things are going smoothly. Oddly enough, we've not gotten an arcade or an Oculus yet. So that's kind of interesting. Either in normal mode or in prismatic mode yet. We have not gotten either of those to go off. So we'll see in the next video if we manage to grab any of those. So cool. Thanks for joining me, guys. Love you guys. Have a very Merry Christmas, and I will see you in the next video.